A belated good Saturday morning to you folks. Obviously, it's not Saturday morning. Saturday morning, Tam and I woke to a septic tank issue. And I also had on call that day, and as wont to happen, I got called. So between the on-call schedule and the septic tank problem, you could say that our day was full. So I decided to go ahead and make one anyway a little later to catch up on a couple of things, to let our friends, and you are our friends if you're watching this, it's not because you did a YouTube search for strange looking old men, it's because you're our friends and you're nice enough to tune in and watch us. So we're just going to catch up a little bit on a couple of things. One is the Roadside America app adventures we've been on. There's a couple of things I've noticed. And since I put that out there, that idea kind of in the air, I thought I should go ahead and catch you up on what I've noticed. One of those things is some of these sites may be memorials or monuments, which means they mean something to someone. We budgeted about 10 minutes a piece for the 3 that we've been to so far. The Pink Panther actually took much less than that, about 5 minutes to do the whole thing from the beginning to end. But the other 2, when I got there and realized that these were, even though they were, these locations had a high degree of weirdness and a bit of ridiculousness in their context, they were memorials or monuments, and to the community where they stand, there is some meaning. They remind that community of something that they feel is noteworthy enough to remember. And so I tried to remember while I was on the site that you can't just riff on someone's monument or memorial the way you can on someone's out-of-place Pink Panther that's where it is because no one knows what else to do with it. It's just there. The rest of these are there for a purpose. So I tried to keep that in mind, and it caused us to go over our time budget at these locations. So my suggestion would be, if all you had planned to do at a site that you shows up on your app as some kind of monument or memorial, if all you had planned to do is go there and riff on it for a few minutes, you might also want to take a few moments on the front end or in pre-production, so to speak, to think about its history, think about what it means to the community, maybe think about balancing the riffing with the actual explanation, and with a little respect for that aspect of it. Not the weirdness necessarily, but for the fact that there are people in this community, wherever these are, that these mean something to. Another thing about shooting these videos I thought would be noteworthy, if you're a YouTuber who goes out places into the public and shoots video and the public is around, you already know that you're going to get looked at from time to time. If you're obviously videoing something and giving the appearance of talking to yourself while you're doing it, you're going to get a glance or two from time to time. But it seemed like at these sites of weirdness that Tammy went to, on all 3 occasions, we came under a next level bit of scrutiny. At one location, a manager or, I don't know, owner made sure that I saw him. He stood and met my eyes and gave me the, but not with the fingers, it was just implied that that's what he was doing, but he wanted me to know he was watching me. At the 2 other locations, police cars actually pulled up, one directly across the street facing us with the officer in the car, making sure that we saw him. And in the other occasion, there was a police car in a parking lot that repositioned itself to watch us and to make sure I knew that they were watching us. And that's what I'm trying to say. Just be aware that maybe because these locations are weird or known as unusual, law enforcement or local business owners may be a little protective. They are public. You can certainly go. Tammy and I have never trespassed anywhere that we have gone. It's always been somewhere where you could go, and that's kind of the whole purpose of what we're doing. These are places that you can go and not spend a fortune doing anything when you get there. So you can certainly go there. Just be prepared when you get there. you might have a little extra scrutiny, but that comes with the territory, right? If you're out in public and you're shooting these videos, you know you're going to be looked at. You're going to be under some scrutiny, but I'm just letting you know that sometimes the scrutiny might come from law enforcement if you're shooting these videos of roadside attractions. The other thing that I was going to bring up is that later this week on Friday, Tammy and I are planning on making a trip to the Smoky Mountains. We're going to vlog a little bit on the way, but we're not planning on doing a whole lot of vlogging when we're there, not a lot of video. We're going to relax. We're going to visit the island on Friday night, planning to meet some YouTubers there that we really enjoy watching. And there's something I plan on videoing the next day. But other than that, our schedule is wide open through the rest of the weekend. We're just going to play it by ear and do whatever. So I came up with an idea. May not be that great, but I'm going to pitch it to you. If you like the Smoky Mountains, or if you're interested in the Smoky Mountains, that whole area, the touristy areas or the not so touristy areas, if there's something that you're not able to get there right now, it may be a while before you can, or it may have been a while since you did last. If you got good memories of it from childhood, who knows? If there's something there, though, that you would like to see again, or for the first time, or taste, or experience in any way, if there's an attraction or a ride or something you're interested in or would like to do, but for whatever reason you're not able to, or if you have fond memories of it, leave a comment. If it's just a store that you remember fondly, or your favorite store, or one that you've heard about that you're interested in, let us know that. If we're in the area of any of these things, these attractions, these rides, these stores, these sources of food, even if they're, not everybody would consider them food. If we're in the area of them, leave a comment. We'll shoot a video for you, not for us, for you, trying to recreate the experience that you want as closely as possible. And then as soon as we have afterwards, with no editing whatsoever, we'll just go ahead and with your YouTube ID as indicated in the title, we'll just go ahead and send it unedited straight up into YouTube just as quickly as we can, just as soon as we have an internet connection that's strong enough to send it up there. So I thought that might be interesting if there's something you want to see or do, because we certainly have no plans to shoot any video other than the one thing we had planned to do up there. The folks that live around there that shoot video, and the folks that visit frequently there that shoot video, Tammy and I both agreed, had it pretty well covered. You don't need our unique perspective on anything in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. It's pretty well covered by the folks that cover it. But if there's something in particular that you want to see, do, taste, whatever, leave a comment. And if we're in that area, we'll go ahead and shoot it and send it straight up unedited into YouTube for you. And I'll mention this again later on in the week. It looks like we may have gone on over 100 subscribers. It happened a few days ago, but as most of you know, YouTube giveth and YouTube taketh away. So I've been waiting to see if YouTube is going to taketh. And it looks like it's holding pretty steady. And if it does, there's a lot of folks that we need to thank, because we certainly didn't get over 100 subscribers due to the quality or originality of our videos, or because of any particular hustle either of us was out there doing. We're just grateful that what it says is there's some love and kindness out there, and I hope to express that. But later on in the week I'll do that, and when I do, I'll mention this opportunity again. If there's something you want to see or experience, taste, whatever in the Smoky area, whether it's Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Cherokee, just let us know in the comments, and if we're in the area, we'll try to do it. So thank you very much for putting up with me today. Until next time, bye.